Hey everybody, welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We are continuing where we left off with us having cleared, I don't even want to talk about that. Yeah, we had to deal with that. Uh, yeah. Basically, it's the thing that spawns the Dark Spawn, the Brood Mother. I'm just double checking that there's nothing hidden around these corners before we move on. I think I know where we're supposed to go. Um, but I want to make sure. I mean, it also seems like we could go a couple. Nope. Nope. Okay, just one exit. Okay, let's move on then. We do have some other quests we can fulfill. So if we go back, we can uh, do that one back in the Orton Tig, as well as go all the way back and do that one back in Orzammar proper. Um, so let's go to Orton Tig, complete that. We're gonna come back to you, Hammer, to the forge there.
Hey, Elf. You're all right.
Am I?
I was thinking. I was thinking that you're just all right.
Drunk again, Ogren?
Drunk again, Ogren. You sound like my father. He was all, "You're drunk. Stop wetting on the table."
How dare he?
At least my mom had the good sense to hide the booze from him, so she could drink where he couldn't see her.
That's heartwarming.
Hey, buddy, let's not go crazy or anything. Keep your pants where I can see them.
God, Ogren, your family is so dysfunctional. But it's funny in a sad way.
All right.
To remind myself where we needed to go for the one in Orzammar, we have to go to the Shaperate the over in the Diamond Quarter.
Lord Arrowant is the voice of tradition and stability. Grey Wardens endorse paralyzing Orzamar's military. Lord Balin issues a clear edict.
Well, where are we bringing this to? Are we supposed to bring it to the Shaper? Is that... Maybe.
Ah, you return, Warden. Is there more you would know from Orzamar's memories?
Let's talk about Orzammar, Lord Shaper.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
How did the cast... Nope.
Your presence has been recorded in the memories.
Not what I
wish
want.
you well.
Let's see here. If proven, the lineage of the dead cast house symbol could lead to the Legion of the Dead being considered as a form of noble house in its own right. It must be entered into the memories in the Shaper if the validity of the claim is to be tested. Okay, how am I supposed to do that? Where do I... Ah, maybe you know.
I'm quite busy. Please
Nope.
do not disturb me.
Maybe you can help me?
At least someone is willing to stand up for tradition. Thank you again.
Nope.
Are you with that warrior girl who's always here?
Oh my god, none of y'all can help me. Where am I supposed to go?
Are you looking for records of the Grey Wardens? We have many.
Shh. I'm doing very important work.
Yes, and I have something for you. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do? I have no clue. There's 4 pieces of armor, and then there's the actual thing that we have, right? The insignia. So if we have all that, then we're good. I see the boots, I saw the gloves, saw the helm. Armor. Armor of the Legion, yep. Hold on. It's... Okay, I have to do something. I have to find the book. It's on the right side of the Shaper. So I gotta find the book to interact with. And I have to put it in myself. Okay. We can do that. We just gotta look around. Book, book, book. Where you at? Where you at, pretty book? Give me the book so I can put this in. Are you over here? No. Is it all the way up here? I mean, there's some books up here, so maybe it's in here. in the back. Oh, we got a book I can click on. Nope. That's a codex. Womp womp. Oh no, it's the circle all over again, everybody. Oh, wait, book.
All right.
Aha! Codex explaining the Legion of the Dead. Did that do it? Nope. It must still be in here somewhere. Great. Okay, it's gonna be one of the ones on a stand. Looks like... Looks like it is this one. Aha! Yay! Da 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 da! We did it. You pain in the ass. Alright. Back to finding Branka. Back to getting the Anvil of the Void.
I'm off. Grey Wardens endorse paralyzing Orzamar's military. Questions arise regarding Lord Balin's impending marriage to a Going.
Alright, we made it.
Branka's anywhere. This has to be it. She will not be unprepared.
Alright, should we be worried? Oh, I see somebody. Oh.
Let me be blunt with you. After all this time, my tolerance for social graces is fairly limited. That doesn't bother you, I hope.
Shave my back and call me an elf. Branka? By the stone! I barely recognized you.
Ogren, it figures you'd eventually find your way here. Hopefully you can find your way back more easily. And how shall I address you? Hired sword of the latest lordling to come looking for me? Or just the only one who didn't mind Ogren's ale breath?
Be respectful, woman. You're talking to a Grey Warden.
Ah, so an important errand boy, then. I suppose something serious has happened. Is Endrin dead? That seems most likely. He was on the old and wheezy side.
Yes, his chosen successor, Haramont, seeks your support.
Haramat, is it? Insufferable blowhard who's never had one memorable moment in his tradition-bound life. I don't care if the Assembly puts a drunken monkey on the throne. Because our protector, our great invention, the thing that once made our armies the envy of the world, is lost to the very darkspawn it should be fighting. The Anvil of the Void. The means by which the ancients forged their army of golems and held off the first archdemon ever to rise. It's here, so close I can taste it.
Sounds like you could use some help.
And you assume, after all my efforts, you'll be able to waltz in and seize the anvil without a hitch? How typically arrogant. The anvil lies on the other side of a gauntlet of traps designed by Theron himself. My people and I have given body and soul to unlocking its secrets. This is what's important. This has lasting meaning. If I succeed, the dwarven people benefit. Kings, politics, all that is transitory. I've given up everything and would sacrifice anything to get the Anvil of the Void.
Does that include Hespeth and the others of your house?
Enough questions. If you wish me to get involved with this imbecilic election, I must first have the Anvil. There's only one way out, Warden. Forward. Through Caridon's maze, and out to where the Anvil waits.
What has this place done to you? I remember marrying a girl you could talk to for 1 minute and see her brilliance.
I am your paragon.
So was that her, buddy? 'Cause if so, we might be fucked. Look at all that lava.
I need people to test Caridon's traps. Just a way to bring through such trial and error. I sent them in. They were all mine, pledged to be my house, and they didn't want to help. They tried to leave me, even my Hespeth. But even she couldn't understand that when you reach for greatness, there are sacrifices, as many sacrifices as are needed.
Hell shit. Here we go. Ow. Alright, so far so good. We might be able to make it out of this. Oh, there's some behind us. They tried to ambush us.
She should have gone. She was pledged to me. She swore she'd do whatever it took to find the Anvil. There was no other choice. Most of them were dying of the taint already. But some of the women were transforming. I knew what they would become. There would be an endless supply, fresh, dark spawn to test the traps. They could still serve me. Let me find the Anvil. It was the only way.
Oh, you cray cray. You big cray cray. So you sacrificed your own people to turn them into darkspawn, just so you could see if you could get further in here. So big cray cray, got it.
Yes.
All right. Dark. Hey.
You have no idea how they carried on, holding my hand and begging to die. They had pledged me their loyalty. They had no right to fight me. They say your order is renowned for its wits as well as its brawn. Perhaps you'll do better than my poor clansmen. There's something about this place. It makes people despair.
Going. I'm off.
I hope I don't get blood all over me again.
Have at you then.
I saw you. Time to dance.
Hold on, how did we get here? We were still fighting. How did this happen?
My name is Carrigan. Once, longer ago than I care to think, I was a paragon to the dwarves of Orzammar.
Carradine, the Paragon Smith. Alive?
Ah, there is a voice I recognize. Shale of the House of Kadash. Step forward.
What?
You know my name. Is it you that forged me then? Is it you that gave me my name?
Have you forgotten then? Ah, it has been so long. I made you into the golem you are now, Shale. But before that you were a dwarf, just as I was. The finest warrior to serve King Valtor, and the only woman to volunteer.
The only woman? A dwarf?
I laid you on the anvil of the void, here in this very room, and put you into the form you now possess.
The Anvil of the Void. That is what we seek.
If you seek the anvil, then you must care about my story, or be doomed to relive it.
You made the anvil, I take it.
Though I made many things in my time, I rose to fame and earned my status based on a single item. The Anvil of the Void. It allowed me to forge a man of steel or stone, as flexible and clever as any soldier. As an army, they were invincible, but I told no one the cost. No mere smith, however skilled, has the power to create life. To make my golems live, I had to take their lives from elsewhere.
Sounds like blood magic. A dangerous road.
The Darkspawn were pressing in. Originally, I only took volunteers, the bravest of souls, willing to trade their very lives for the chance to defend their homeland. But King Valtor became greedy. He began to force men, casteless and criminals, his political enemies, all of them were to be given to the Anvil. It took feeling the hammer's blow myself to realize the height of my crimes.
So you sealed it away. Orzammar could use it.
No! I entombed myself here to find a way to destroy the Anvil. It must not be used again!
No! The anvil is mine! No one will take it from me!
Shale, you fought to destroy the Anvil once. Do not allow it to fall into unthinking hands again!
You speak of things I do not remember. You say we fought. Did you use our control rods to command us to do so?
I destroyed the rods. Perhaps my apprentices eventually learned to replace the rods. I do not know. But if so, then all they need is the anvil to make all the slaves they need. You, please, help me destroy the anvil. Do not let it enslave more souls than it already has.
You are a paragon. I'll help if you support a new king.
Don't listen! He's been trapped here for 1,000 years, stewing in his own madness. Help me claim the anvil, and you will have an army like you've never seen!
Branka, you mad, bleeding nugtail! Does this thing mean so much to you that you can't even see what you've lost to get it?
Look around. Is this what our empire should look like? A crumbling tunnel filled with darkspawn spume? The anvil will let us take back our glory!
The anvil enslaves living souls and must be destroyed.
So it fights with Carradine? Good. That seems right.
Living souls suffer all the time. Peasants working the land are trapped, but we do not go about destroying farmland, do we? It just seems a waste to destroy the anvil, given what it could do.
And how would you like to become a golem?
Now, let's not be unreasonable. You wouldn't do that, surely.
Wouldn't you like to become a big stone machine?
All right, all right. Perhaps destroying it is a good idea.
Thank you, stranger. Your compassion shames me.
Bah! You're not the only master smith here, Caradin. Golems, obey me! Attack!
A control rod! But my friend! You must help me! I cannot stop her alone!
Yep. Alright. We will have to do this. Where is she? There she is. If we take her out quickly, then maybe we can stop the golems from having to die in the process. Hopefully. Finally. Okay. Now we just, I guess we do still have to take out the stone golems. I tried to spare y'all. It didn't go well, but I did try to spare them. That's what I'm saying, alright. You should be good, right?
Another life lost
That
because of
almost
my
never
invention.
happens.
I wish no mention of it had made it into history.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Stupid woman. Always knew the Anvil would kill her.
How is it that the woman was not able to disable me as she did you, Carradine?
I do not know. Have you been altered?
I once had a pathetic little mage of a master. He did something to me, experimented on me, and then I killed him, and it rendered me paralyzed.
Perhaps he was bringing forth old memories, and caused you to remember the time when you fought at my side. The paralysis you speak of always resulted when the Master perished. As for your free will, you were always a strong woman, Cher. I am pleased to see you remain such.
I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Do not thank me. All of this is my doing, my legacy. But at least it ends here. I thank you for standing with me, stranger. The Anvil waits there for you to shatter it.
Alright.
Is there any boon I can grant you for your aid? A final favor before I am freed from my burden?
I need a Paragon's support to settle an election. Or we could see what Ogren wants. Ogren, you lost Branka to this. What do you want?
Yeah. I don't suppose you can bring Branka back. Maybe make her a golem like you.
I would not do such a thing to her, even if I could.
Somehow I didn't think so. Well, then I don't want anything that would remind me of this. Best it's just done. There is still the matter of the election. I mean, we still need a paragon to get the assembly support, right?
For the aid you've given me, I shall put hammer to steel one last time, and give you a crown for the king of your choice.
Damn, we're getting a crown from one of the premier smiths of all dwarven history. And then we get to pick who wears it.
There, it is done. Give it to whom you will. I do not wish to hear their names, nor anything more of them. I have already lived far beyond my time. I have no place here.
I will destroy the anvil as agreed. Ugh. Man, it's needed to be done. If only we could have found a way to make it of use,
You
but
have my eternal thanks, stranger. A trust in all Tumshire. May you always find your way in the dark.
wait. Uh Would you actually die from that, though? I guess if you melt, then maybe that... Liberator! Woohoo! Obviously, we can earn a different trophy by helping, by choosing not to destroy the anvil and choosing the going with Branka route, but that is obviously not the choice we made. We went with what I believe is the actual right choice here. So, time to head on out of here. Oh, yeah, let's look at the column registry. Examine the tablet more closely. The writing is in Dwarven and it appears to be a long list of names, each with the stamp of their house next to them. You recognize a few of the house names. At the bottom of the list are the words, "We honor those who have made this sacrifice. Let their names be remembered." The carvings are still deep enough that a tracing could be taken, allowing the information to be carried elsewhere. Joe, do you recognize this at all?
No. Perhaps it thinks I should. It may have something to do with Carradin's words. If there is some way to make a copy of these runes, I am willing to study them. Perhaps there is something to be gleaned from them, I know not.
Ogren, what about you?
Names. Long list of dwarves. Wait, hold on. We honor who have made this sacrifice. Let their names be remembered. Fart me a lullaby. It's a memorial of all the dwarves who became golems. Has to be. If there was some way of getting this back to the Shaper at Norzamar, I bet they'd brown their trousers. And pay good gold for it. Probably both.
Alright, well, let's take a tracing then. Alright, ancient runes are traced into a stack of papers, which I store in my pack. Alright, I guess we'll bring this back to the Shaperate. Can we make it there? No, we cannot. Okay, so, time to leave then. This is everything here.
Well, that pretty much beat the sod out of how I imagined it. You ready to head back yet and share the news?
To the Assembly. They need to know as soon as possible.
Yeah, those Deshirs have been trying to destroy the city for years. Haven't managed yet.
Alright, time to pick a king. I mean, we know who we're picking. We're going for Harrowmont. See, I watched a really good video about this recently. The problem is, both sides are bad. Balin is like a non-traditionalist, which is good, but he's also a kinslayer, with it being heavily implied that he killed his brother, which dwarf noble origin we know is true.
I call for order. This argument gets us nowhere.
Then why these delaying tactics? I call for a vote right now. My father has one living child to assume the Idukan throne. Who would deny him that?
Your father made me swear on his deathbed you would not succeed him.
I apologize for the interruption, Lord Steward, but the Grey Warden has returned.
We should let the Warden speak. What news do you bring?
I bring a crown forged by Carradin on the Anvil of the Void.
Carradin was trapped in the body of a golem. This warden granted him the mercy he sought, releasing him and destroying the Anvil of the Void. Before he died, Carradin forged a crown for Orzamar's next king, chosen by the ancestors themselves.
And we are supposed to trust this? The word of a drunken sot and a Grey Warden known to be in Harrowmont's pocket?
Silence! This crown is of Paragon make, and bears House Ortan's ancient seal. Tell us, Warden, whom did Carradin choose?
See, we gotta play this politically. Because we can't say that we get to choose. We have to make them believe that Carradine chose, right? Because otherwise, if I say I got to choose, then it throws the whole thing into alarm and they wouldn't go with it. Even if I had chosen Balin, right? Who's a non-traditionalist, even then, it wouldn't be seen fit, right? So, Carradine chose Harrowmont.
I appreciate your forthrightness, Warden. You have acted with grace through this entire torturous process.
But it is interesting that you can double-cross the guy you've been working with the whole time. Like, I could have chosen Balin at the last second. Like, the game doesn't lock you out from doing that. It locks you out of doing Balin's quest.
Memories find you worthy. First amidst the lords of the houses, the king of Orzammar.
But it didn't lock me out of, like...
I will not abide by this!
The ancestors have spoken.
Harrowmont is your king. Stand behind him.
Would you let a surfacer decide the fate of the dwarves?
Watch out! They brought weapons!
Guards!
Alright. Didn't have to be this way. This was entirely a case of Balin chose to fuck around and find out. Yep, didn't have to play this way, but...
I admit I did not think even Balin would defy the word of a paragon, nor that so many would follow him. But most of Orzammar has seen him for what he really is, and I trust we will bring this insurgency under control.
I have faith in you, King Harrowmont.
Indeed, more than anyone but my wife, Warden, and I thank you for it. Those loyal to the throne will begin preparations for a surface mission immediately. Orzammar will fulfill its treaties. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get to the palace and set our plans in motion.
And I must return to my duties on the surface.
This is the staff I carried as King Endrin's II. Take it as a reminder of your place in Orzammar. I wish you luck against the Blight Warden. May we foster another 4 centuries of peace.
Your role in this election was
Hey. But also, like, in case you haven't noticed, that's kind of the key here, right? Is even though we have too many things. But like, even though we did all this, right? It seems that while he's more of a traditionalist, he is willing to work with us despite that, for the good of everybody, not just the dwarves, right? Which is why at the end of the day, I will always choose Harrowmont. Like, maybe I'll, like, for the sake of completionist, I would be willing to choose other people, but I'd be willing to choose Balin. But for the sake of my main gameplays, it's always gonna be Harriman, right? Because screw Balin.
I'm off.
We're just picking up everything that's left. I think it's time to leave. Because I don't think there's anything else we can really get out of here. Nah. Nothing else. Alright. And we have a couple quests to complete, in fact. Now, I will say,
Grey Warden, you have impressed the best of us.
with,
You are stone confident.
if we brought, Branka, then we would have had to go through the vote, which means we would have had to work up all the votes, right? Of course, Branka would steer the vote the way we want it, but for the most part, we would have to still have the votes mostly worked out. And there's our target, Bartog, that we need to kill for the crows. We can finally do that. Oh, you work for King Balin? Oh, well, hey, bad news about that. Oh, he dead.
Balin will never give up the throne. Guards!
Bad news for you, buddy. Is there anything else we had to do for that? Not really, seems. Oh, no, that wasn't even him. Yeah, we got to kill Vortog, though. Screw him. No, the guy we're actually after is further in here. It seems. And we're kind of running out of time, so I don't know if we'll get him in this video. See if we can find him. He might be in that room with all the enemies hanging out. If I was to take a wild guess of where he might be. Hey, look, it's the old bedroom from way back.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Please be quiet. My patient needs a rest. Fools and their politics. The poison was probably imported as a king killer, and she got dosed by mistake. I've never seen anything this potent.
You can't cure it?
It's a very strange toxin. I know there's a counter, but the ingredients are so rare, it just doesn't matter. If you can chase these things down, I'll thank you, but I won't get my hopes up. The stone will take her soon.
Alright, what do you need? Gave me a Dwarven Regicide antidote. I'll have to check with one of our healers on that. Let's get into this fight. Oh, yep, there's our target.
Bloodletting, I see. Nice swing.
Alright, we managed to kill him with a little overtime, but we did it. So, for now... Oh, hold on.
Perhaps I could have a try at
Oh
that.
well. For now, that will be all. So, thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you really like our content, check the Patreon, which is linked down below, where you can watch our content before it's released publicly on YouTube. Also, be sure to check out our Discord, also linked down below, so you can become a part of our community. And I will see you all next time. Have a good one. Bye.